see the different colors. So let's talk about blue, black, and splash breeding today. Hey y'all, welcome back to Homestead. I'm outside today, it's a beautiful day, and I'm actually in front of my silky pen here, so I figured I'd sit down and talk to you a little bit, okay? So, on chicken genetics, that's what I want to talk about. Blue, black, and splash breeding. So you saw the video of our splash-laced red Wyandotte rooster, and we call him Mr. Splash. And he's in a pen with 4 hens. And they technically are all called blue-laced red Wyandottes, the whole pen. However, he has 3 hens in there that are darker, they're just blue. Blue-laced red Wyandotte hens, and he has 1 splash-laced red Wyandotte hen. So I'm going to go over some of the genetics with you guys. I've had some questions lately about why are the chicks I'm hatching different colors than what the parents were. Well, this is why, okay? If you get anything that is blue or splash, there is a chance that that will carry on in the genetics, the bloodline. And what I mean by that is you may have a blue hen and you may have a splash rooster, and you're going to see different color chicks when they hatch, but they're still going to be pure, and you can breed with those if you so choose. It's the whole blue-black splash genetic breeding chart is a thing of its own, so you need to understand it when you start breeding, and you need to understand it to choose what you want, okay? So I've got a list here, and I've got my little, y'all, it's a $1 whiteboard that's buckled here, but we're gonna write on it. I'm gonna explain this stuff to you, and I've got my old rag here covered in leaves. But anyways, so the blue-black splash breeding line, if you get a hen that is blue or a rooster that is blue, you're gonna get into this, okay? Bar none, 100% you're going to get into this. If you breed 2 blue chickens together, you'll have all different colors hatch, all right? Breeds that have this genetic line would be Morans. Now, we have French black copper Morans, but they're black, okay? You have blue Morans, splash Morans, Orpingtons, same thing. Silkies, you've got blue silkies, black silkies, splash silkies, Cochins, and the main one would be Americanas. Everybody's wanting Americanas right now. They're beautiful chickens. They're blue egg layers. And last but not least, what we have here are blue-laced red Wyandottes. And we incidentally found this out because the very first year we had blue-laced red Wyandottes, we had a blue rooster and a blue hen and hatched those eggs, and they came out dark. Some were really light colored, almost white. And we said, what's wrong here? And we had to learn this ourselves, okay? So let me start with this. If you have, I'm just gonna write it here to explain it. A blue rooster, like a blue-laced red Wyandotte rooster, and you have a blue hen, blue-laced red Wyandotte hen. If you have a blue Moran rooster and a blue hen, blue, okay? Blue with blue, that's going to give you half of your chicks will be blue. The other half is divided up between splash and black. So you're going to have 25% splash and 25% black. So I'm going to write it out here for you so you can see this. Blue and blue. That's if you just go out and get blue hens this spring, blue roosters, anything blue. Blue Orpingtons, blue Morans, blue Cochins. And the blue looks pretty much like black, but it's a little bit lighter. The only really huge difference that you can really tell is in the blue-laced red Wyandottes. The blue-laced red and the black-laced red, there's a huge difference, but otherwise it's just a little bit lighter, more of a gray, dusky color. So blue and blue. Only half of your chicks are going to be blue. The other half is divided up between splash and black. Okay, so when you hatch these chicks, know that this is the percentage that you're going to get, okay? That's the very first thing, blue with blue, okay? Let's start the next possibility. There's not many possibilities with this. It's just mainly knowing blue will throw all different colors, okay? Blue is really the most unstable genetic chicken. The others will carry their colors. And people don't realize how much genetics play a part into breeding. You don't want to go out and buy something and then have it messed up later on, okay? Now, just say you have a blue lace red Wyandotte rooster, and this is back and forth, rooster or hen, it's just one or the other, and a black lace red. This would be like a blue Moran and a black Moran, or a blue silky, blue cochin, black cochin. Blue and black is going to give you 50% blue and 50% black. It's literally half and half with the blue and the black. Blue and black. 50% blue, 50% black. One's going to pull off one parent, one's going to pull off the other. Okay? But remember, if you breed blue, if that blue is anywhere in there, you're going to have splash later on, okay? Anywhere, if you have any kind of blue chicken. Now, this can also go with paints, lavenders, splits, all this stuff, y'all. It gets very confusing very quick. We're just going to stick with blue, black, and splash today. Okay, so blue and blue, 50% blue, 25% black, 25% splash. Blue and black gives you 50% blue, 50% black. Now, blue and splash, that's what we have. We have a splash rooster, splash blue lace red Wyandotte rooster, and we have blue lace red hens in that pen with him. 3 of them. That gives you 50% blue, 50% splash, just like the blue and black. Blue and splash, 50% blue, 50% splash. Literally half and half when you hatch these chicks, okay? They're not all going to be blue, they're not all going to be splash, they're literally half and half, okay? Now, I've got that splash rooster in the pen, and I've got a splash hen. Those chicks are going to be the splash rooster on top of the splash hen gives me 100% splash. Him with those hens in there, the other 3 that are blue, gives me half blue, half splash. And him with the 1 splash hen gives me 100% splash. So the majority of what I have hatched out of that pen have been splash, because I've got a 50% chance with the other 3 hens anyways, and I've got a 100% chance with the 1 hen. Now, I will say, I've not had one blue hatch this spring, and I've done several runs. But all have been splash. So, the rooster's going to carry dominant, okay? That's just bar none. Splash and splash, 100% splash. No chance of anything else. Ever. So, if you want different colored chicks with the blue-black splash, you need something else in there. You cannot get blue from splash. Pure splash, okay? But blue and splash you can. All right. Now, same thing with the black. Black and black, 100% black. There's no blue in here. There's no splash in here. A black lace, anything, or just like a black Americana and a black Americana hen. That's rooster, that's hen. 100% black. You have to get something else in the splash and the black bloodline to go back to your different colors. Now, it does not have to necessarily be a blue, because the last possibility that we have is if you have just say a black Americana rooster with a splash Americana hen. Black with splash. You think it would be 50-50. You would think, okay? But it is 100% blue. 100%. And that's kind of hard to grasp. You think that the black would be more prominent, but the black with the splash, 100% blue. So, I would recommend this is just what I would recommend, guys. I would get blue and I would get splash if I was going to get anything. Blue and splash, the light color. Because when you hatch these chicks, blue and splash, remember it's 50-50. 50 blue, 50 splash. You can take the, and let me draw it out for you. 50% blue, 50% splash. Okay, we know this. We've went over this. Blue and splash from blue and splash. Now, cross your blue back with your blue here. And you can get every color that there is, because blue will give you blue, splash, and black. Remember, blue and blue gives you all the colors. All the colors, if you want that. And then you can literally breed every possible combination. If I had to do anything, I would do these two though, if I just wanted to stick with blue and splash. Because a lot of people do not want the like the black lace red Wyandottes. They want the pretty light colored splash. If you're getting into Wyandottes, I almost would say get just the splash, because people love those. They look white with amber colored feathers. They're beautiful. I like the blue. I like the black. I like it all, okay? I would either get blues or blue and splash. The black kind of stops your breeding. It's like it halts, like the black and black, 100% black. You can't get that blue back in with the black. It's like it halts. Blue with black, 50% blue, 50% black. Blue with splash, 50% blue, 50% splash. Black and splash, 100% blue. Probably if you're going to start, and maybe I said blue and splash, but you may just want blue, okay? Because you can breed every color with that. But if you do not want certain colors, you need to look at all this stuff. Now, if I take the splash, is almost like the black. The blue you can breed anything with. Splash is like, it's kind of limiting you here, and then the black, it's like it halts. The splash, if I take the offspring of blue and splash, the splash back to the splash, 100% splash, splash black back to the blue, 50% splash, 50% blue. There's no black in this combination with blue and splash. But blue and blue, if you go down that way, gives you all these. And you can start that this year, guys, okay? So as a recap, splash stops everything. Splash and splash is 100% splash. Black and black, 100% black. Blue and blue gives you 3 color combinations. Today, I got some Americana eggs. And she said they're all blue hens. Okay? Blue Americanas. And we're going to do another video on Americanas, because people don't understand. Pure Americanas are totally different than if you see this at the store. I like this board, that way I can show you. I'm going to write it out the way I've seen it. There. If you see an I in here for Americana, it's not true. I don't care where you get it from. Unless it's a local breeder that has actually misspelled it wrong, and you need to ask them, hey, did you misspell that? Otherwise, this right here, do you know what these are? This is what they are. Easter eggers, but they're using this name usually to run up the price, okay? Anything that sounds like Americana. Americana is a difficult breed to have because it's 100% pure genetics, which always makes things apt to having problems, decreased fertility. Americanas are derived from Ericanas. I'm not going to get into that, but if you see it spelled with an I somewhere, is no good. It must have the AU, Americanas, okay? You must have that. But anyways, just say, I've got those eggs in the incubator. I came home, I put them straight in the incubator. She said that there were 17 hens, blue Americanas, okay? We know what they are. She had 3 roosters in that pen, and she probably done this on purpose, which is brilliant if you have blue, black, and splash anything. She had a black rooster in that pen, a blue rooster, and a splash rooster on these blue hens. Do you see the genetics that this will throw? I don't know what colors these chicks will be. They will be all of the above when they hatch. Because just blue on blue will give you a variety. And then you've got blue with black, that's 50-50. Blue with splash, 50-50. Okay, just say, now taking these eggs, I may not necessarily want just blue Americanas. I may be wanting that right there, that splash. I can do it because she had the splash rooster on the blue, and that's going to give me 50% chance of having splash hens hatch out, or splash roosters, or whatever I so choose, whatever I'll get. Lord knows you don't choose. So I misspoke on that one. That splash rooster right there, I'm really hoping he was, prominent in the pen. Blue and blue still give me the splash. I'm good there. But this right here, the black and the blue, will not give me splash. 50-50, okay? But look at all, you have, with those 3, you have every genetic combination that you can have in these eggs. With those hens, and I got 48. With those, I know, 40, with those 48 blue Americana blue eggs, okay? So they're actually blue eggs, but they're from blue Americanas. That dusky steel gray looking. With those 3 roosters, you're gonna have black, you're gonna have blue, black, splash, black and blue, blue, black, splash, and then blue and splash. All hatch out of that. That's the blue, black, splash genetic chart. Anything that you get, if you have a blue, you can go back and get every one of these colors. The only way to breed blues, okay? Blue with each other or blue with splash. If you want the pure blue. And you could over here, but you're gonna have the best shot of getting blue. It's gonna be 50% no matter how you do it with the blue. 50% of your hatch will be blue. If you have any of the 3 colored roosters on top, or 3 colored hens underneath just a blue rooster. The black, the biggest chance you're gonna have is 50% right here. Blue and black together. The blue and blue will give you 25%. None this way, no black, okay? There's a lot of genetics to this, guys. Now, just say I like those splash hens, and that's what I want, okay? I'm going to get 25% from the blue and the blue, and 50% from the blue and the splash. Take those offspring and put them back up here with a splash rooster. That's what you have to do to breed this kind of stuff, okay, guys? Just say you want 100% black. These offspring, 25%, 50% this way, go back to that black rooster. You get 100% black. You'll never see blue again, ever. It's done. It's halted. It's stopped. This is blue black splash breeding, guys. And like I said, if you get into splits, paints, all this stuff is very confusing. And the hardest to me is lavender. Actually, when I started my silkies, I got a breeding book. I think it's out of Holland. It was so confusing I couldn't even read it. But this is all genetics. And you can write your chart if you, like the genetic chart. And you can do like, but I don't know which is dominant. That's my problem. So I just know how it's figured out here, okay? But just remember, if you breed the 2 key points, black and splash, you get nothing but blue. Remember that. If you're breeding anything black and splash, you'll get nothing but blue. if you are breeding blue, just blue laced or blue, I keep saying blue laced because that's what we have, blue silkies. Blue and blue gives you blue, black, and splash, all of the above from the pure blue. Okay, just remember that. So don't be surprised if you hatch and you get something that's totally different. If you have 2 blue chickens, okay, you're going to get something totally different. Don't be surprised if you are breeding all this stuff, because it's going to rotate in that circle. You'll never have a different color thrown in there that is not out of this breeding chart. This is wonderful. You can predict what the chicks are going to look like just by the parents, okay? And you know exactly what they are. And if you get a pure breed, you can continue over and over and over. We're not talking barnyard mix, okay? We're talking these pure line chickens, Orpingtons, Cochins, Silkies, Morans, blue lace red Wyandottes, Americanas. This is what that is. And there's other breeds too. That's just the ones I thought of. Remember, learn this stuff, investigate it, and maybe, and look at the chickens in each breed. See, like the splash hens, the splash roosters. See all this stuff and see what you like. And then this summer or fall or next spring, you can breed those types yourself and create your own pen that you want and you like, okay? There's Genetics 101. We'll see you next time on Harmon Homestead.